All right, I'm back with the portion of reading. I got all my paranormal decks here, but it's like somebody is looking for a location. And I don't know why they looking for that location exactly, but it's got a spiritual thing to it. They're not allowed in the location. These are the two things I picked up. There's a hidden location, something hidden. Somebody is looking for it. It's a lot of locations that's coming up because people are hiding stuff there. Okay, they don't want nobody to know about the location, but eventually it will be revealed. Then there's a hidden location that somebody is trying to find out the coordinates to that they're not going to get. It don't matter what they try, they're not going to get it because they're not supposed to be there. Okay, it's something like sacred soil or something like that. Let me get this other deck because I got most of my paranormal ones out here. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out who this person is. What are they? That's not who. What? Maybe this one is gonna help me formulate the question. Because this is what I was told to get. Okay. So I didn't mean the card to pop out, obviously, but it's popping on Neptune in dreams. Remember, I said cloaking. I mentioned CIA. I meant a child, a hidden child, a child that's been hidden. They full grown though. So let's see what this is before I shuffle and do it over again. Ogam nature. So this is my this is my DNA card. I don't know what it says in here, but this has something to do with DNA. Um, it's not your average DNA. Whatever it is, somebody is looking to heal their DNA, but huh, how do I explain this? Somebody is trying to heal their DNA. We okay, here we go. So I'm going to tell you about the tree in a minute. Somebody is an original descendant. They always gonna give me the formation of trees because they're gonna give me trees because trees are one of the original descendants of Earth. Okay, so somebody, and it also the tree also represents shamanism as well. Um, Nymphs, wood nymphs specifically, because there's all types of nymphs. Okay, but wood nymphs are different. So I'm gonna explain the wood nymph versus like a say a nymph like a siren or what do you call them? Sirens or what is the other ones? Mermaids. I be trying to figure all this stuff out, y'all. Hold on. A nymph. That's a water because you got one that's a nymph that's water. That's that would be my mermaid and sirens for examples because there's a bunch of them. And then you got one that's a wood nymph. That's land. It says a nymph. Nymph is a mythological spirit of nature imagined as a beautiful maiden inhabiting rivers, woods, or other locations. So it says woods or locations. But they giving me a clear difference. One is land and one is earth. Mountains, forests, trees, and water. So it's all locations, but one I'm telling you, one is specific to land, and the other one is specific to. It says a young woman, usually slim and slight, built female, considerable sexually desirable. That's the Urban Dictionary. Um, well, let me look up a water nymph versus a wood nymph, a forest nymph. Let me see, water nymph. A water nymph is a female nature from mythology, often beautiful maiden connected to a specific body of water, fresh water nymphs, known as naiads or sea nymphs, oceanids. They have water's life-giving and untamable qualities, possesses healing and prophetic powers. So it says dangerous and tempestuous. None of that stuff matters to me. But here's the thing: it doesn't matter that one is a wood or a water nymph. What's more important is they have to learn self control. So, whatever it is giving me is very important that a person goes through the initiations to have self control because this card is saying that one of these nymphs don't have self control. They are a menace to society. They're very irresponsible either with their magic, their physical vessel, but they need to heal their DNA. So let me see what this card means. It's something here. What is Ogam is Norse mythology, so the father is still significant. The father's bloodline is still significant. They supposed to be able to heal their DNA on their own. Okay. The mystery of the old ways beckons. Tap into the ancient wisdom of the ancestors and connect with the magic of nature. Embrace the delicious warmth of the sun. Breathe in purity of the air. Feel the earth under your feet and cleanse yourself in the streams of rivers. Remember that you are part of the natural world. Through your lifetimes, you have accumulated great knowledge. Now seek the wise teaching of the trees. They are wisdom keepers who have stood by silently, witnessing every detail of passing centuries. Spend time outside with these gentle giants. They hold the keys to your past. Allow them to unlock and embrace you hold deep within. You are ready to be unleashed. So some of y'all may need to commune with trees. A lot of people hug trees, lean up against a tree, sit near a tree, because their roots go deep. It's gonna cleanse you. It's gonna be able to pull all of this. It's a lot of energy off of a lot of energy in us that trees. They are the ones that's gonna have the capacity to pull off. Remember those intense energies. Those intense energies, you may have to actually ground your frustration, guilt, resentment. What does it say? Impatience through an actual tree. Some of y'all may have plants in your home, so y'all might not have to worry about this as much. Incantation, no, I'm not worried about that. Other divinatory meanings. It says you have Druid, pagan, or Celtic connections. So Celtic, Norse mythology is what came up. But y'all could have this. It says through your bloodline and or your past lives. Time to awaken your magical abilities. It's just telling me. It's actually telling me something about my mother getting a blood transfusion, but the blood transfusion from whoever she got it from. Yeah, whatever. It's just telling me different stuff. It says, time to awaken your magical abilities. Your soul calls you to spend more time outside nature. Study the Ogam. Become more environmentally aware. I was going to get an Ogam set. I don't have it yet, but I do. When it comes to trees, what is it? I feel like I have something. I think I was going to get a deck. I don't think I have anything for trees. Feels like I do, but I don't. It says Ogam revealed, seemingly timeless, the Ogam's origin continue to baffle scholars. Theories range from the belief that it was invented by Cis, Cisalpine Gaul around 600 BC by Gaulish Druids, to the idea that the earliest Irish Christians developed the practice to the concept of the Irish Druids and the Ogam as a secret code against the Romans. Mm. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm getting downloads in my stomach. But it's like a war. It's something about the blood, the children. So they did that to protect themselves against the Catholic Church. And that's in there on the other side of that's in there on the other table. That Taurus energy that's coming out is not specific to Taurus energies, but the sun and the moon Tauruses, they're going to feel it more intensely. So it's something about the secret in the church. Let me see what's that about before I shuffle. It's just saying oracle, so somebody is an oracle. They keep trying to tap into their dream state to try to heal their DNA. That's not gonna work. I'm not even saying it's not gonna work no more. Let them burn themselves out. Something here about a risk. And somebody was foretold about that risk. Somebody has warned this person. It's not like they don't know. So if you are going past what you've been told or advised against, it's like do or die. I think that a person don't have no choice. You know what I mean? They don't had no choice because they could be trying to hide or that desperate that they're gonna take themselves out eventually. So that's kind of where they're going. But whatever. It's gonna be a decision to make. Somebody gonna have to make a decision, and that decision is based on. Let me see the I Ching. I do have I Ching stuff. Don't worry about the decision, but you will have to make a decision. Okay, you're gonna have to decide which new start you're gonna take. That's why I said don't worry about the decision. Okay, so really, what matters is when you just get in one card. What matters when you take this decision is what you want to work on. What do you want to work on that you need to fix. It could do with the bloodline, learning a new gift or whatever. So you're going to have two options and you decide what you want to work on. Maybe do you want to work on love or money? Maybe do you want to work on, it's going to require you, you're not going to be able to plan in front of it. It's going to allow you to understand that life and death process, whether it's emotional, mental, or physical, maybe more solitude if you want to become a shaman or whatever the next step, whatever you call to out of the box, or love and money. Uh, it could be race. It could be religion. It could be two different races. It could be two. What is it? What is it? Because it's that big. Move to another location because you feel compelled to it, but you don't have all the details. But you know you need to move there. And then when you get there, then you get all the downloads and stuff like that. Or So they said give y'all one card for what? What did I say, y'all? Hold on, because I'm channeling and I said. Get him one card about the decision. I said, don't worry about the decision. But I can't remember. So I'm going to just pull a card. Certainty. This certainty card is coming up. I still don't know. Whatever this decision is, there's nothing you can do. You're going to have to walk in blind faith. But there's something about maybe a download at the time you get it. And the download at the time you get it, what's screaming at me is synchronicities. It's almost like the synchronicities are going to line up. So it's like as you go into whatever location or direction this is, you're going to start to see things match and you can kind of think on the fly, this is the direction I'm supposed to go because it's less resistance or chaos. This is the direction I'm supposed to go or not go, because I'm meeting. So whatever this is it can't be forecasted. So somebody in the bloodline try to follow you somewhere where they're not supposed to go. We already established that. Phrenology is certainty because this card is saying you're not going to have certainty. Yeah, I don't feel like all of these. This is confusion to me. This arrow and this focus. This is a bunch of. It's a bunch of uncertainty. A needle in a haystack. It's pissing somebody off because they don't know where to go and what to do. They trying to tap into somebody's brain that's unpredictable. It's going. It's purposely made like that. It's purposely done. Footprints and direction. Yeah. What? I don't know. I don't know what to tell y'all. But when you disband from family or whatever, they lose their sense of direction. They don't know what they're doing. But it's supposed to be that. So as you move through these footprints in this direction, it's going to disappear. This is so that they cannot track you. So basically, what did I say? You going off in your distance and them trying to follow you it's part of the plan. It's not something that you need to focus on because you're going in a place that's unfamiliar. But spirit guiding you is taking you to a place where nobody can touch you. All right, now I'm going to shuffle out one card. So don't worry about the decision. Your decision is going to be based on your reality. You're not even going to be thinking about who's behind you, who's doing it, why they doing it, who cares. Government can't touch you. That's what I heard. Unless you owe the government something. I don't like to tell everybody that. Some people still owe shadow work in the form of anything under the government, okay? But this in particular has to do with the Roman Catholic Church, okay? So my path had to do with the Roman Catholic Church. So certain children were supposed to be a sacrifice. I don't know if it's just for the bloodline or I don't know if it's just for the church. But there are children that can be put in the furnace or purposely were supposed to go in the spiritual furnace and they were supposed to make it out. Okay, they give me Freddy Krueger a lot, which he would go into the dream state. Whatever it is, for some of y'all, it's experiments. For some of y'all, it's just for you to disband from a group. You was more like I would say more of a guide than a teacher. Because if they matched in your energy, that would mean that they had that invitation, like it was an invitation for them to heal, and then y'all would be a collective community, continuously be a family. You know how families are still intact, certain ones, most of the time it's your family that you made as opposed to the family you grew up in. Especially when you exclude yourself, your family runs better. So they could have matched their vibration by taking care of themselves, but they didn't. So it's like it was meant to be a group and have this big powerhouse, but you was forced to disband. Somebody was hoping to get access to some portal. Look, somebody was hoping to get access to some portal. Whatever his name is, what is that? It always comes up. There's something about Ramesses' tomb. I don't know. I'm hearing things like ill, don't go in there. It don't matter. I mean, I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. I don't know the validity of it because I'm not gonna look it up. I don't care. Like I really don't. If it pops up to me and it's popping up to me, I'll know the urgency or what I need to look up. And it ain't popping up to me. I don't care where nobody go or what they do. You know what I mean? That's why you gotta be led by spirit because if you go somewhere, they'll definitely give you at the least 3 warnings to not do it. That's why I said somebody was foretold not to do something, but hey, they want to do it anyway. Mind your business. Somebody could be tapping into somebody Akashic records or their destiny, but I feel like they was doing it for a long time. Yeah, that's just confirmation. Yes, yes, yes. Some of y'all will get confirmation from the sky when it's time for y'all to go in y'all direction. I don't know what that means. It's time for something now. I don't know. That's irrelevant too because I'm not going into everything. Some messages is going to have a ripple effect, but it's cryptic. So it's saying that the reason the messages is cryptic for your protection. So it's not. It's going to take you where you need to go. So don't even worry about it because it's too ancient for you to be able to sort it or figure it out now. Like y'all gonna be learning different languages and stuff like that. So it's gonna be like you can get downloads that's really, really cryptic or weird, like alien symbols or those type of dreams. It's gonna be hard to trip because you're not gonna see it in the physical. You know what I mean? Or if you can see it in the physical, it's gonna be only you that can see it. You're not gonna be able to explain it to somebody else. Okay. All right, y'all. Let me stay focused because I'm flipping and it's giving me too much. It's 2 people that's getting an omen, and the omen that they getting is not good. That's because they took a chance. They bet on somebody. Those 2 people made a bet on somebody or a wish against. 2 people made a wish against somebody. Candle magic could be significant, but it's something here. It says candle and illumination. I'm gonna read it to y'all. It's something that is revealing somebody's identity. I'm hearing things like they can't hold a candle to you. It's like you don't need anything. It's something about something that can't be put out, even if it burns small. I don't know. Messages. So what's going to get somebody uncovered is some ripple effect that's happening with messages, and I really don't understand that, but whatever. Where's the book? Messages. It's something very specific about these messages. It's exposing a group. I already know that because I've heard it. It's exposing a whole group. They know that. They will also know that they're running out of time, especially when it comes to cloaking and staying hidden. It's getting really dicey where they don't know where the hell to go. But I think that they don't know where to go to stay out of the light or get from getting exposed. We ain't got nothing to do with that, right, guys? All right, let's see. Candle illumination. You have been asking for something for a long time now. Be assured that very soon the answer or solution you have been waiting for will be illuminated. For some of y'all want to know what y'all missions are and what y'all supposed to do here, and that's specifically what it's talking about. It says too often you have dismissed direct divine guidance, mistaking it for your own thoughts, which have then analyzed and pushed you to the back of your mind. Instead, it is time for you to realize your natural, clear cognizant, clear knowing abilities and accept that this is how you receive your messages from spirit. So let me go back and say this again. This stone right here is going to help you clear up messages because a lot of y'all are holding all the information for y'all family, y'all record keepers and things like that for y'all family. So y'all have all those transmissions going through your brain at one time. Okay. So that's going to help you clear it up. Remember that. Also, the clear knowing. Sometimes you can know stuff that other people don't know. Like I said, you might see something or tap into something because you're supposed to. You can see things that you wouldn't be able to explain. It's for your protection, and that's it. which might means that you might need to get out of Dodge or stop talking to a person because you're supposed to preserve the bloodline. Okay, so your knowing means that you're going to know it, but you may not have proof. So do you listen to what your body and your mind is telling you, and at least get the safety? You ain't got to take no drastic measures. You ain't got to build no fort and dig a moat and light it on fire. Get away from whatever it is that you just like doing the side eye at. Get away and remove yourself permanently. Come up with whatever you want to say. Like, I need time off from people, and I just don't need nobody calling me. I want to turn off my internet, whatever. Sometimes I cut off the comments. Sometimes I start change my number, whatever it is. I just need time until I figure whatever out. It says, doing so will enable you to clearly understand your next steps, as your ideas will appear bright, burning candles, lighting your way. You can trust the messages you have been given. Allow your inner light to shine brightly for. Okay. It says, allow your inner light to shine brightly. For by doing so, you illuminate. By doing so, you eliminate the way for others to follow. Like I said, this is more like this group that's following you. If they did what they were supposed to, or people are still eligible to do what they supposed to, then they're gonna be moving into match the vibration. It won't be no interference when they go and pass through whatever the shift is. But for people that think they're gonna cheat their way in, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna. I mean, I don't like saying it because it's like it's no point. It's something that a person is so desperate as in this situation, they're gonna just have to learn. It said, and do hear that they are afraid. It's a lot of fear with Neptune. I don't know why, because it's unknown. It says other divinatory meanings. Soon you will understand. An answer to a problem or question will be revealed. Be careful not to dismiss your ideas and your psychic abilities. Trust. Blind faith is what everybody's going to be going into. Get more sunshine. Open the curtains and let light in. Open your windows. I know it's freezing in some places, but you gotta get a little bit of fresh air in there with that stale air. It says, shine like the star you are. Candle revealed. It says the Egyptians used candles as early as 3000 BC. Many early civilizations have also developed candles using some waxes made from plants and insects, from rice paper to papyrus dipped in wax, and animals too, animal fat. It says they lighted their temples and their homes, assisted travelers at night. Today, candles symbolize ceremony, romance, and birthdays, and are used for home decor. But somebody using it's something here about Egyptians, Romans. We don't know what everybody is tied to. I'm just telling you. Romans came up, Egyptians came up, but I got a species. I got something that's not from here. Yeah, and that's what I wanna. That's what I wanna know. All right, so let me do this. This is one of my anatomy oracles. All right, somebody having breathing issues because somebody is too strong. It's causing another person breathing issues. They try and alchemize that blood, and it's causing somebody breathing issues. Has to do with their new start. Somebody's trying to track somebody from their new start. Whoever this person is, they obsessed person in a community. That's why this community is breaking up. It's something about a support. So it's some type of disbanding about support. So somebody here, not that they're attached to somebody, but they're willing to do whatever healing they need, and that's good. They're willing to do whatever healing they need to because they trust whatever they seeing. And then you got somebody that's trying to control or hide something because they stubborn and hard headed. They used to feeding off somebody. So you got two people. One person is gonna split from the other person because, like I said, they hard headed and they stubborn, and the other person believe in their vision, so they want to go off and get themselves right in whatever way that means. Somebody trying to bend somebody will when it comes to support. They ain't gonna work. Stop it. Something about the senses. So somebody tried to, I want to say specifically use candle magic against somebody's protection. Can you do that? Like, I want to know. I mean, of course you can. Anybody could attempt anything, but I'm saying I wouldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, that's how I'm thinking. I'm like, that's like me being blasphemous or cursing God because he won't do something like magic is so amazing to me, y'all. I'm just saying. It's like somebody could be doing word magic or speaking against somebody's protection. I'm also hearing that somebody could tell somebody that somebody was protected. Like you protected, they blocked, you can't get in. What was said? Yeah, somebody said so whatever this was, I'm clarifying this card now. Somebody definitely told somebody word of mouth and was like, this is going to have an adverse um, react reaction if you do this. Another thing is it's going to affect the person's heart if they. It's something here about their density and lightness. It's like they can't. It wouldn't be beneficial to go in this direction. Oh well, I don't know. Now I'm asking another question. My question is, because I get the desperation, but it's like I'm just gonna pull one more card. But it was I'm gonna read. They saying read whatever the last card that comes out, but it's like I understand heartbreak. Okay, I understand waking up at the last minute. I get that. And it's good that people waking up at the last minute to separate from whatever is ailing them. But what I just don't understand. I don't know. I don't even know. I'm gonna pull it and then I just don't understand, y'all. The eye. I'm not now. It's like somebody is like glued, enamored. Um, it's causing a strain on a person. I'm gonna look at the bottom card, but whatever this is causing a strain. Almost like it's hurting to watch somebody or follow them. They know it's hurting them. It's weird. It's like it's giving me like you know how people see something that disturbs them and they still watch it because it's like it's giving me I don't even know what that's called. What's the disease where you look at holes and it's like patterns of it and you can't look away from it. It says keyword sensitive, observant, vision, and intuition. Sensitive and with keen observational skills, you have a natural ability to take in all the facts and details and intuit what may be hiding underneath the surface. You can see beyond the surface level to the deeper, more complex information underneath. From a place of instinct, you learn experience. You can envision the many possibilities of the future and future potential and situations. So, uh, what I got from all of that is somebody told me this. This is equivalent to chewing up what they say you chew up the meat and spit out the bones or something like that. Kind of like sunflower seeds. Y'all ever see somebody have a mouthful of sunflower seeds? Disgusting. I'm not into sunflower seeds, but it's like somebody is watching a movie, but the movie is destroying them. Hmm. I don't know. Something with their liver as well. Something about blood money. Interesting. Something was a waste, so they wasted whatever this was, and it has to do with getting caught up for blood money. And now you got two people that's horrified. They in fear. They in fear and anxiety about a legal situation. Somebody's trying to hold something together. I don't know what that is. Community. They trying to hold something together. Community. Sorry. Oh well, I don't think I think I can show it on here because this is just the inside of it. But it's something about it's some type of correspondence, some type of papers is going out to a community about a legal action that's about to be taken. So this could be the subpoenas that come up. It's something here about a community getting everybody gets. I don't know. Something went out. I don't know whether it went to the two people or what, but it's something happening where letters are going out and it's legal letters. Ooh. So normally this would be anxiety, somebody wanting to throw up, but that's not what I'm feeling. Whatever it is, it's desperation. Like somebody is desperately trying to talk to somebody, but they can't. There's no way for that person to communicate with who they would want to, because just can't. And I don't. How would I explain this communication? I don't know how to explain it other than it's forceful communication and it's making things worse. The more that they try or insist on communicating with somebody that almost this court case has a gag order on it, or they specifically said don't talk to, it's clear that you're not supposed to be talking to this specific person. Is making it worse for that person that's being insistent. Maybe that's the stubborn, hard-headed person. Yeah, this person keep tapping in spiritually. They'll mess around and bust their eardrum. They making their heart overwork so much. Frustration. That's frustration, mad. And it's something about how can you not what's the difference between me and you? It's like how can you they don't understand how you can do something. Which like I said is irrelevant. They don't understand how you can I get maybe it's like that chew up the meat, spit out the bones. They don't understand how. I want to know what are you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, this is about strength. So this is somebody saying you strong. They keep trying to bend your will or make you inflexible. It's that you don't need. You got a total. Your support come from God. Their support come from man. That's the difference. Okay. So you're not codependent on it. That's what it's saying. All right. What else we got? Let's see. All these are paranormal. So let's see what comes out these paranormal decks, and that's where we're end of this. We got fallen angel on the bottom, y'all. So this could be a fallen angel. Different rules. So it depends what species we're dealing with, but yeah. You gotta stick to whatever rules. You got 3D laws and man, but fallen angels have gifts. And if you want to be able to fix whatever this is, then you gotta follow rules. If you under Roman law, that's gotta be fixed. If you under Babylonian law and you are materialistic and you have to respect your body and have self-control over those things, seven deadly sins, what is it? The 10 commandments, those laws come before man's law. Okay. And it's almost the desperation is coming because people have legal issues. They got man's law on top of them waking up and having spiritual law. But you got to know that you have spiritual law if you spiritual. I don't know. I don't know about magic, y'all. Let me stop because I don't know. Self-doubt. Somebody doubting themselves. People pleaser. Like what the? I'm sorry. At this point, especially if you have been spiritually beat down and initiated like the rest of the collective, you don't have time for self doubt or people pleasing. Like get the hell out of my face. So okay, so this is the person that must be mirroring because they mirroring through divination. Well, that's not good. The reason it's not good is because somebody ain't worried about it. Whether they face their inner demons or what, they not afraid of whatever's being sent. Can't I'm not understanding if a person is a fallen angel and you've tried several times to force somebody to do something by sending them, let's just say the worst of the worst. Let me leave it alone, y'all. Let me leave it alone. I did get this. Somebody was using a grimoire on somebody, and it's. I heard that they building it up since they was a child or over time. I don't know if it's passed down. For some, it might be passed down in y'all bloodline, but that shit is trash, garbage. Yeah. This shit been sent. They might have originally been using it to keep you in a loop or keep these loops just in generational cycles because this may not be just in our family. Y'all have to understand they got sorcery high. This is high level sorcery. This is a person that affects the whole collective. They've been using it to keep us in a paradigm, but for some of us, we do have these people in our bloodline. That's just been trying to hide. And it's like it's outsourced by a bigger entity like the Roman Catholic Church or something like that, or the government. But yeah, we've been out of that. Universal law now. Universal law. Everybody line up and come forward. The person that was persecuted and everybody. We're not gonna pit you against the person you was that you did. It's a full review of everything in and on the earth. Everyone line up. It's a single energy. We're just going to do energy wise. Have you completed the task that we sent you down here for? We're not worried about who you persecuted, who you killed. Have you completed that task? Somebody is finding out that, no, I've been mirroring somebody to have the good life down here in the 3D, but no, I have not completed my spiritual task. There's somebody that used gang stalkers, or they got goons or something like that they sent out. I have been picking up on somebody taking energy back to a host. Whoever is trying to drink from this person, know that you have no fear. They just don't understand the fear. And I just heard, but wait, there's more. It's a protector. Ooh. It's saying gargoyle and mummy. So we got Egypt here again, but gargoyle and mummy. Somebody is mad. I don't know. They mad. I'm getting two protectors that can't. They like an equal match, but somebody is mad at somebody's protection. Maybe because it's stronger than it. It's not about it being stronger. Their protection is as strong as the other person's protection, and because of that, there is a stalemate. It's a stalemate. It was never against two people. That's basically what it's saying. It was, you were supposed to do your job. I was supposed to do mine. So for some of y'all marriages, relationships, and stuff like that, like, you'd be surprised when in the 3D, to boil this all down, you related and partnered with different people, whether you was closer to a sibling, a mother, or father, because you was on that path to teach and guide them, and they was going to teach and guide you, and they got off of it. Trying to compete and compare, you lost the race. You lost your own race, not the race that both of us, you thought both of us was in. You lost your own race. You forfeited your gifts or your life. They have nothing to do with another person. So this person could specialize in it's not a grave digger card in here, but somebody does this. It says necromancer. I don't. Well, let me read what it says at the bottom of the cards. I really don't read this stuff, but it says amidst the whispers of the dead, where mysteries are spread, what should have been gone still remains here. So the issue I have with this card, I'm just going to show you at the bottom of the deck, but the issue I have with this card is this person don't respect the dead. They don't respect them at all. That's why, ooh, y'all. Oh, somebody light is going out. And you abuse the dead and you're going to be on that side. Now it makes sense why you're trying to really get the attention. It's like a person, a soul that need help crossing over. It's weird. Okay, it says lantern. Somebody was under depression. It says guidance, illumination, and hope. So we already said that, but I'm gonna tell y'all what the card means to me. It says guidance. Remember, they need some type of, they need help out their situation that they ain't getting because it's set up that way. But their intention was to take something that belonged to somebody else and hold it and keep it as their own. The movie Tangled might be very significant. That's gonna be very, very for the people that's not supposed to have that. They gonna get turned. I don't even know how they gonna let it go. I wish I could explain it to y'all, but it's gonna be fucking hell having anything energetically that don't belong to you. It's like a person giving it up. They gonna give it up. They gonna let it go. It's like confessions and stuff like that. People got a lot that they want to let go. Not just people energy. They want to confess that they did things. They gonna confess anyway. The torment is what's gonna make them confess. Poltergeisting people home. If you use divination or tarot cards, anything and everything will come into your home. You have to keep it protected. But that's for people that are doing that for the collective. You doing it in your home, yes, it can invite certain stuff in, but you learn how to protect. Other than that, don't touch it. I mean, you know. So they're gonna shed light on some particular person that does some type of spiritual work. Okay, and this person needs to be. It's known amongst the group, but not known publicly that somebody is possessed. And it says that they hanging on to whatever this energy is. There's that wood nymph. Remember I said they hanging on to somebody because they're a shaman. They have the belief that they're gonna heal them. It's not gonna work. Or whatever. What do they think is dumb luck? They thought they was going to be able. So for these, it's something here about trolling or gang stalking, like I mentioned from the other card, and it's like somebody made it through something that they put on other people that didn't work, and they thought it was luck, but now they're the one hanging on. That don't make sense, do it? Mm. Somebody know that somebody's in a shapeshifter energy. It don't matter whether you know. Do they know what they doing? Do they know that it's not working? Yes, they do, because they holding on to the little glimmer of hope that they got. And if you look at these tarot card readers, they so ready for somebody to leave. Like, get on up out of here. The Grays is Nordic energy, so it's the Grays. Somebody paid somebody else to uh, trap somebody's energy. That person is somebody that's pissed. Hold on. So somebody paid a spiritual worker to take somebody's energy and like put it in a bottle for them, like bottle it up for me so I can have it. And that person is pissed because they finding out that somebody want to hold on to somebody's energy. They don't. The practitioner don't want nothing happen to them. Like they have apparently come across something that they have not seen. I don't think it's the person. I think that something happened in their work, their line of work that has never been happened, that has never happened before, and that kind of spooked them a bit to where they're not going to do no more work. You know what I'm saying? They definitely not. It's like they can't work for that person no more. I can't do it. So it says crucial change of perspective. Strive to see things through another's eyes. I will tell y'all that when we were shuffling the other day, we was looking for the shapeshifter card, and y'all know it was hiding because I had copy energy. I'm like, I'm a Virgo. I'm looking at this. I know my sister's a Virgo. It's so many Virgos in my family, but I was so like, what is the thing? What is the hiding? You know what I mean? That's what I enjoy about being in the light because it's like a ticking time bomb. It's a spider here in the room. Reptilians, so the Greys. Somebody is being watched by the outside realm. I'm telling you, it's not from here. So I know I'm picking up a lot of things, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make it so complicated. They watching it because it's a cracked portal. So the reason they look from the outside looking in is because somebody cracked the portal because they kept doing something, trying to get something open that they cracked the portal and that sent out some type of alert system. Like somebody or someone or something is not supposed to be there. So now it's got surveillance on them. And that's where that spook came from. Nordics. Okay, renewed love of mankind. This is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna show y'all the bottom of the deck. But what did I say to y'all before? Pagan. Pagan. What was it? This right here. I'm gonna show y'all in a minute. Now they telling me looking at wherever I look in the deck. Hold on. This is really how my mind works. So this right here is connected to Norse mythology. Somebody wanted to do something. It's like something about aging or DNA. It's like it's not a species. I can't. It's no way for me to tell y'all that. Somebody trying to harness a power that their body can't, their particular vessel cannot handle. It's like somebody trying to sweeten somebody up. I don't like this. Your womb better be able to hold that species. This is a manly, earthly power. It's like somebody wants to get somebody looking for protection. They looking for spiritual protection. But anyway, this is Norse. I'm gonna show y'all one more time before I go to the next thing. One person is here for the. This is just saying that a person is here to usher in the, what do you call it, the new world order. I'm that's what I hear sometimes, but it's like new world order, but not dictatorship. It's here for humanity, everlasting life, the golden age. Y'all can look up that, the age of Aquarius, stuff like that. One person was made. It has to do with the father's bloodline. They're supposed to do this. They have something that they're supposed to do that makes them untouchable and makes them immortal. And I think that somebody was competing for that energy, but it's in you. It's not something that you could take from somebody. And that's why that Nordic energy keeps coming up. And y'all saw the Greys. The Greys are Nordic as well. So it says right here, it says the Irish used the Ogham secret code against the Romans. So Norse is over there. It's one more thing. Let me see. All right, Nordics. I want to make sure I read all of this stuff to y'all because I'm getting it for myself as well. Nordics. It says gentleness, goodwill, healthy relationships, decency, trustworthy. Somebody ain't that. Somebody they is trying to appeal, marry me, sleep with me, have my baby, and all of that stuff sound good in the humanity, the from a human perspective, but from a deeply aware person, it feels disgusting. So inside my body, I can already feel them shifts and changes. It's like it don't mix. It's not. I would have to clean. It's too much. Okay, it's too much. Some of y'all is saying that y'all could have already had children by these people and not known that, which is understandable. I mentioned that in the other readings, but anyway, why am I holding this up? Something about a karmic bloodline. Y'all brothers and sisters, a lot of them ain't that. They're something different. They don't want nothing to do with humanity. They just want to be next to you. Because, like I said, somebody wanting to be under your protection. They looking for a safe haven. I never looked up the wood nymph as a mythical creature, beautiful female figure, dry-haired, ties to trees, forests, guarding them with playful or fierce devotion, but the term also refers to several species of butterflies and plants. So somebody might be prophetic, but the other one, they have the gift of transformation. They can transform out of anything. So y'all gotta understand a wood nymph and a water nymph going up against each other is it's a powerful thing. All right, now what was I doing before I got dang on distracted? I'm trying to look up the definition to this card so I can tell y'all. Yeah, I had to save it. It's one of them things where you gotta save it in your file so you can read it later. All right, what is this Nordics? All those guys. Okay, Nordics. It says renewed love of mankind. Definition: according to contactees, the Nordics are a race of extraterrestrials. Some say underground Earthlings who resemble the classic Norsemen. They are said to have, hold on, pale skin, blue eyes, blonde hair, and stand somewhere in the range of 7 feet. These aliens are said to be very benevolent and sometimes called space brothers. It says reading. It says you're entering a period of dignity and grace. Expect a loving soul to step into your life to show you a new loving way of seeing the world. The person will not bowl over to you, but rather their gentle ways will help guide you. This is a human guide who will be like a breath of fresh air, allowing you to see the positivity all around you. A renewed sense of humanitarianism is being born within you. This is a good omen for a new romantic relationship, as it could very well become a lifetime partnership. So understand this, y'all. Not gonna know how these people come in, but this is the time. We have been fighting a spiritual warfare that started even before birth for a lot of us. It's been looping for a long time. Like I said, I'm not talking about somebody just the average person with a grimoire. I'm talking about this has been big, like globally big. We've been stuck. We're supposed to be working together. It doesn't matter. It's a bunch of species down here that's still eligible. That you may, I don't know how full the disclosure is, but it's like somebody wants to go home and they bound to earth. They stuck here. You know what I'm saying? Like It gets crazy in these readings. But anyway, in the 3D sense, for the people that's still here, they trying to figure it out. Just know that you're going to be partnered with somebody that complements you. How they come in, whether it's it's saying a new love partnership for all of y'all, but it's like whatever you needed to do to unify yourself so you can unify other people on earth, whether that is reading cards or going out and doing outreach or creating a product that's natural, that's who you're gonna be partnered up with now. So there's a change in the paradigm. It's saying your baby father, your baby mother, your wife, your husband, whoever your ex is, your siblings, your grandparents, whatever it is, you have already crossed over and you join a collective, and that person has been officially left behind. But they've been left behind because of their own stuff. And we know through our spiritual evolution that that is very fucking hard to do. Because some people, it scares the fuck out of them knowing that the hardest thing that they avoid, they got to work on and they got to face and they got to bring it into the light so nobody can bring it over, hold it over top of their head. So we understand why people don't want to join the collective. But yeah, it's that time now. It's time now. I did hear that, didn't I hear? What did I say? It's something like that. I'm hearing it's time. Yeah, that's what I said. All right, so it says spirit guide. It says your spirit guide stands ready to help. So I'm gonna read this to y'all because this is what's going on right now. Oh, I can just read it on here because I already got it open. What is this spirit guide? Spirit guide. Your spirit guide stands ready to help. Definition: spirit guides are usually distinguished from angels by the premise that they are spirits who once lived as human beings, while angels have not. So a lot of ancestors coming through, y'all. We get in contact in this physical realm that is amazing. You can start to feel plucks and taps on your skin, and you getting more synchronicities where they match up more than we've been getting before, which was just numbers. You know what I'm saying? Now we starting to see things in our environment that's waking us up more. Like that was odd. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go do research. It's more spiritual communication, clearer dreams and things like that. They're running so much defense, so you can go ahead and focus on the things that's important as opposed to the distractions. Why this comes down by a higher group, a higher collective. It doesn't matter about the rank or position of a person, just as long as the shit is tore down. Because this is talking about the veil, breaking this veil down. It's already broke down, but some of y'all are actually part of the veil. And they thought attacking the veil was going to get them what they want. You beating the veil. What did you think was going to happen? Anyway, uh, it says, though we have one primary guide, it is said that we will be assisted by various spirit guides in our lifetimes. These guides will be suited to our needs at any given time. It is thought that guides help us to navigate the difficulties we face in life, but remember to ask for assistance. It says the key ideas is assistance, rescue, patronage, benevolent beings, fellowship, and it's telling me it's a lot of body hopping, but this body hopping is these people are sent in from spirit, and it's like it shows up as somebody helping you out. So I don't do the fear thing. I don't do the fear thing. I ain't got time for that. But I will say this: some of y'all protected by stuff that y'all can't even fathom. But it's not what I say is it's not my department. I don't know who gonna do me wrong and how, but I get sent into the darkest places, and that's on them because I don't handle that department of judgment and all of that stuff. You don't want this right here? That's the invitation. We all have an invitation. We invite people to join us. Join us. I'm already healing. Will you be self-sufficient with me? Let's teach and learn together. Let's not add all of the dumb shit that divides us and makes us compete and compare. Come on with me. We've all been here, but not everybody wants to go. So you got guides that's going that they bout that life. So whoever leave behind, they are just they there until they join, or they can't join at all. So I don't know. Y'all got some heavy hitters though. It says call on your guide for assistance at this time. She is ready to help in removing any obstacles to your well-being and progress. Fear puts blocks in your energy field. Sometimes I need to just read, y'all, because I don't. It's saying what I'm saying so y'all can understand it better. Fear puts blocks in your energy field, making yeah, okay. Fear puts blocks in your energy field, making this influence harder to discern. Take time for meditation, long walks alone, and spending time in nature to get in touch. Your spirit guide wants you to work closely with you in fulfilling your soul purpose. So y'all have to understand that a lot of things, all of this trauma and stuff like that, it naturally is gonna make you skeptical. It's naturally gonna have you a wall on a guard of mistrust and things like that. But once you go into this blind faith and trust, which is God is gonna make sure you trust him. I'm just trying to tell you, whether you want to or not, he gonna put you on skids just to see that you find. Especially if you have done the work. For people that's been in solitude, God been working on you and showing you safe. It's like, man, three times, two times I was almost suffocated in my sleep just to get help from my children, from pets. You know what I'm saying? Um, it happens in ways that I cannot predict or think that they would happen because I never thought that I would be suffocated in my sleep. You know what I'm saying? So um, you don't know until the things happen, and as you go along, then you understand that maybe you need protection at that time, or maybe you need to start praying again, or maybe you need to not be afraid of a gift. It's that's what it is. It's a trust. It's a trust type thing. So um, when you know and understand that you provided for all of this fear that was projected on you to stop you, it never stopped you. You can ask yourself, why was I never stopped? If you knew, I don't know because it said clarity is coming, but once we find out what we defeated, whether it was our local, our state governments, for some, federal government, beyond this realm, other ancient cultures and sorcery, man, I'm trying to tell you, it's like, what? You're going to think of completely different. You're going to think about yourself completely different. When we find out what we fully capable of, telepathic communication, picking up messages for each other, using our energy to heal and bringing the things that we want. This has been kept from us. So now it's free and things are coming in clear. One more deck and then we out. I know. Did this go on an hour too? Almost. At the bottom of the deck is talking about the short grays. Now this is an obsolete species right here. This obsolete species, this is over. Okay, they telling me with the number 9, it's over. What does it say at the bottom? It says timid, misunderstood, and shy. So this is a species that they obsolete. So once that's done, it's done. But the short grays, they have to be around. They have to be actually in close proximity. It's almost like they can't even breathe if they're not consistently around a, a source of energy. There we go. I don't want to pull a card off the top, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I'm like kind of feeling like to. The family tree, y'all. It says Kabbalah tree of life, integration, life lessons, and emanation. So this is my family tree. This represents family, and it's talking about family dying off. But this right here is not known. I'm not talking about the actual symbols because I know that stuff. You know, when I use Sephiroths and I tell y'all these are Sephiroths and they mean different things, and I think it's 22 paths that you can take. But anyway, this right here, which is not known, is the source of what's been drained in the family tree. Whether somebody been killing people off energy for insurance money, whatever, because none of this shit matters. But this person right here is gonna get taken care of. This was something that had to be. We've been waiting for this moment forever. Scorpio could be very significant. Government programs, the CIA, once again, is very significant. Something is being deflected right back to a child because they can't survive anymore. It's like somebody was trying to maybe swap, but see, I gotta mix these up, y'all, because it's somebody that's connected to the Galactic Federation of Light, and then this person right here, it's like, okay, somebody tried to get it, swap something and put something on a child in their bloodline. It's like a mother, daughter, father, son, whatever we could say. Somebody tried to destiny swap with a child that wasn't ready. So maybe they did that before, but their child, their physical vessel ain't ready. They can't handle it. So something is being rejected and sent back to the child. It's not telling me what it is, but yeah. Because it's somebody from the other realm that oversees. Scorpio is so significant, y'all. It could be Scorpio and that government program that you protected from. That child is not that child. Whoever child this is, because it's different children. It could be the firstborn is significant. That child, because Aries did pop up there, but the firstborn could be significant and also secret program, something with psychology. I'm gonna just name one, MK Ultra. I know it's a bunch of different ones, but there's something about keeping somebody stuck in some type of government program. It's kicking back to the child. So now it might be psychological issues that's coming up in that child. Not just because they sent out bad stuff, because they have to get initiated, just like who was already put through it and made it through those gang stalking programs, MK Ultra, Montauk, Philadelphia Project. It's a couple of different projects that I don't know which ones are psychological or not, but that child must do that initiation. A concussion could be significant. Aries could be significant. Aunts could be significant. Aunt is spiritual. Something here about interstellar intelligence. It's a combination lock. Whatever this is a combination lock that leads to whatever this is. It's romance. So we got the Catholic Church back here peeking. But it's like they try to peek into these unions they try to peek into these unions, these divine unions, just to, I got to do something on the Roman Catholic Church again. I thought I was done after the first two popes died. But it's like, they starting to give stuff back now, but it's too late. It doesn't matter. But anyway, somebody tied to the Roman Catholic Church, somebody does some type of rituals. Taurus could be very significant. I'm going to show y'all. It's like somebody, let's see, I done lost it. Right here. It's the Pope. Hold on. I know that ain't in front of it, is it? Because this is the person's child. If just seen it. Hold on. There we go. Alpha Draconians. Corrupt, unethical, and cult. So maybe somebody's parent is in a cult. Okay. My family is wild. That's what I got to say. I mean, it's not one. It's not one. Like, what in the world? I have a lot of questions that will never ever be answered because my parents is gone, and I can't trust them. Somebody got to focus on using their own, taking care of their parents, and it's crazy because this child is starting to have some type of psychological issues or breakdown where the parents is concerned for this child now. Somebody does some type of trafficking, and they've lost their, what is it called? They don't have any more intel on their. I don't know if the cult needs money. I wouldn't say a sacrifice. It's like they depended on money. Okay, healing. That's what it was. All right, let me go back to my original question, y'all, because they distracted me. What is this? Is one in particular? Maybe a reptilian or something that they've been hiding because of trafficking. They saying whatever it is complicated. Well, give me one. Shoot. They just saying it's something about they trying to unlock. Remember I said this is a combination lock. This is the alchemy. It says alchemy, the philosopher's stone, infinity, destiny, and magic. So I'm not worried about getting it because whatever was done was out of order. But it's basically just giving y'all confirmations in so many different ways because that Virgo energy always comes up as a mirror. And the United States is going through a transit where the last degrees of Virgo it's going to be revealed who is actually down here, a descendant of God, or who was sent by God to heal the collective, get everything back in order, and who was not. So it's a false prophets, like it's going to be revealed. I'm sick and tired of saying who is who. I don't care. I just want to get on with the program. What's next? So yeah, somebody is trying to unlock the philosopher's stone because the philosopher's stone is talking about somebody trying to live forever. They trying to have everlasting life. I'm gonna just read the keywords to you. They trying to unlock that. They want the secret. Good luck with that. What was that philosopher's stone? I don't know what number it was. Okay, alchemy. It says the card meaning the transcendental Time, space, infinity, shifting perceptions, new beginnings, change, destinies, magic, ascended consciousness, cooking, chemistry, transformation, transmutation, metamorphosis. And it says the reverse is stuck, block, stagnation, interrupt. They can't get to it because they did it out of order. Whatever they trying to unlock, you did it the wrong way. How you gonna trick God? Like, I will tell you this. They saying even though I'm telling y'all this, you be surprised. Earth signs in particular, I know Virgo definitely. They don't like to waste time, but in particular, they don't like to do things twice. So somebody thought they would cheat something by playing somebody really close, but you have to do the work. You gotta do work. Somebody being persecuted for just holding somebody still. The longer they hold on to their energy, the more they gonna set themselves on fire. They gonna cook it from the inside. They gonna cook that soul. I did one, and that was I think Aquarius. It said soul cooking, and that could have been what this necromancer was doing, and it's happening to them now. All right, one. Scorpio energy is so significant. Oh my goodness. Somebody's gonna learn a hard lesson. Ain't no way that the government can recruit me. Get out of here. I don't think so. Ooh. Yeah, no thank you. All right, one card. I want to know, can I know what this is? Ooh, I don't care about who. Can I know what this is? The mother is here. Matriarch. This person want to be a matriarch. But you from the father's side. Why is the matriarch showing up for the father? It says enigma, elusive, and sensitive. Somebody wants to hide. This person want to hide. Either they want to hide what they doing, or they want to hide this right here. This is the matrilineal line, and it's fucked up. See what? That's why I'm saying. Why would the father's energy be? Why is this? Why is this here? Because they trying to unlock something. They could be trying to reverse something. They know that they did it out of order. Something specific about the fathers. I don't want to know what they unlock. I don't want to know that. So they did something out of order. They can't do something is pertaining to the father. There's a mother figure or somebody in the matrilineal line trying to do something with the father's energy. I don't know the next question, and it's blank. So let me see. What does the collective need to know? That this person is having a trouble seeing, it's gonna be their demise. So the person got to lose their sight. Y'all know I ain't been eating or drinking nothing. I just did 2-hour videos. This energy just gonna keep being cleared off the collective. This person is meant to take their self out. That's not funny. Hmm. They use their third eye to project. Let me see. That's what it is? So okay. So what they saying is they telling me to tell a collective that this person used their third eye is like their specialty is to project their reality on to the collective. But now they having trouble doing that. They actually are exhausting themselves by doing it. So what they do is they project on you and have you think that their guilt, shame, and all of this other shit is yours. We already started it out with saying that. It says visions, manifesting, and meditation. They want you to manifest whatever crisis they going through. Ew. So what are they going through? Strength, courage, and bravery. Excuse me. They being watched by the police. It's trickled down to this realm. Somebody is being watched by the police. It's made it down to this realm. They want to know about the father. The police want to know something about the father. Clarify that. Flower of life. Of flower of life. Inspiration, awe, and dreams. They want to know. I can see something already, but I'm trying to tell y'all. They want to know about something, a new start that somebody was supposed to get or something like that. And it sounds familiar, but it's 11:11. Somebody is definitely fucking copying. And this group, this secret society could just be y'all families in general. But it's somebody in a fucking cult. Yeah, we done already seen that. Taurus and Aries is significant. And the police, they standing back watching. I don't know what they watching for, and I don't care because I'm not getting into that. But they do know that somebody is copying somebody, and they know that somebody can no longer copy somebody. That's why the 9/11 is in there as well, because they having issues with the police. They projecting it on you, but you're not in trouble. There's no reason for you to look out for the police or look out the windows. Like, get out of here. Woo! That shit is dried up. Oh my goodness. So what else? What else is it? I still want to know about the flower of life, but 1 second. Somebody is some finger pointing going on, but I'm gonna tell y'all something else. Let me look it up. Finger pointing. So it was finger pointing going on, but whatever this finger pointing is leading right back to the person that initially pointed the finger. That's basically what it's saying. Jupiter energy, Sagittarius energy, wisdom and teaching. But it's giving me that this person, they can't blame anything on another person. All they can do is do this projection so that maybe you'll want to be nosy or see what's going on behind you, but that shit ain't work. So what is the Jupiter? Hmm? I mean, I'm not even gonna say it no more, but I'm getting Aries energy so much, so it must be talking about Aries. Let me find out when Aries goes back into Neptune. This should be cleared up. I want to say by spring, and y'all have nothing to worry about. It's not no looking over your shoulder doing anything, but this right here, the clarity may come around spring when it's all said and done. Some people gotta leave the earth. Some people locked up. You're gonna find out later on. But this is what this person trying to do: offload their karma onto you, and they've been doing this for a while. Somebody trying to say that it's somebody else's fault. It says philosophy, releasing karma, and mysticism. They thought they was gonna get a new start off of something they did to the father. Oh, oh my goodness! How can you be spiritual? Now I know that nobody thought this day would come where the dead would start talking. The whole earth, they couldn't have every jar spell that was put in the soil, every bone that went in the earth. They never thought this would happen, but anything is a possibility if you're doing magic, right? So what was I looking up? 2026. Oh wow! Guess what, y'all? In January, it will go back. Aries will be in Neptune on January the 27th. And what's odd is that my father died. I believe that's the day he died or whatever. Let me see. I don't know because I ain't go to his funeral. Let me see. 1974 could be significant for somebody. Um, that's what I was mentioning while I'm looking this up, y'all. That's what I was mentioning about things, the synchronicities. I mean, being it is sinking so much that when you need confirmation, it pops up almost immediately. And it's like, wow, you know, I gotta show this to y'all. Look at that. January 27th, 2022. And he was born, my father was born 1, 2, 3, 4. Boy, oh boy. It's getting interesting. I mean, y'all, y'all got to understand. I got the popcorn out. But this is a time that we all waited for. Ain't nobody gonna be excluded from this. This is things that we've been waiting to clear up in bloodlines for a while. And I mean, this person is a pillar of the community and they've done this several times before. Ooh, there's the 10, there's the grays, there's the tall. These are the tall grays. Y'all saw the short grays. It says utilitarian, organized, intimidating. This is that Norse mythology. This is that father energy that the United States been playing around with. Yeah, it's gonna look different for everybody, but just know that the father was here. And I'm like, why are you showing me matrilineal? So let me show y'all the last few things. All of these different cards I had to get when something else popped up. Like, what's that? Mm-hmm. All right, so let me see. I always hold it up like this. Let me find it first, y'all. Okay, it says it is said they originated from the Virgo constellation, so I'm sure that's significant. Um, in the Draco constellation, blah 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 blah. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Associated with. No, I'm not worried about that. Hold on. Just trying to get y'all the things that y'all need. Y'all can pause it if y'all need it. Ancient Egyptians, Aboriginal Africa, blah blah blah. It says report social structure and they honor subtle feminine tuned in awareness. They are where it says feminine. Oh, it's matriarchal. I don't know where it says that. I'm gonna try to point it out to y'all. Oh yeah, it said it right there. Well, was that? It says their beings reveres the matriarchal social structure. So just because they revere it, somebody here ain't right. And this is the person that can't stop watching, like, oh my God, it's about to be uncovered. It ain't got to be uncovered by me. Everybody's going to get it. So it means that if it don't get delivered by you, it's going to be all over the news and all in the spiritual community because your ass is where you're not supposed to be. It's like I said, somebody cannot stop watching. They glued like to the screen. Wow. Now, what else? Let's go to the 10. I'm here. All you got to do is do what you're supposed to. What you're supposed to and what you want to is two different things. Travel back up. They future. It's a future evolution of the human race returning here, or an alien race that travel from the future, travel back in time. They have somewhat appearance to the short gray. Blah blah blah. Hostile, bitter, cold. They work under the Alpha Draconian dominance and mind control. Many now are clones. I don't see it here, but I this I associate with Norse mythology, the tall grays. I just do. Stonehenge. Somebody definitely, somebody here definitely traveled to Stonehenge. They were in that area. They went to the UK, and they saying they went there for magic. Trying to match somebody's vibration so they can get a new start. They've been seeing it the whole time. Somebody grandfather's significant. The sign of Leo is significant. There's a police here. They got spiritual authority. This person could be psychic. That's it. That is it, y'all. That was completely fun. That was so fun. Oh my goodness. All right, y'all. That's it. Thank you.